There may come a time when you need to change oil in the oil tank or possibly flush the old oil out of the tank because it may have been contaminated. To do that, we first need to remove the pencil tip from the head, and we're going to take a rag and wrap it over the top of that and actually stick it straight up in the air right by that proximity switch. We're then going to rotate the head all the way back to the 10-pin side. That'll allow us to open this splash guard up all the way. Everything that we see here is mounted on this one aluminum plate. To remove this plate, we're going to unplug part of the wiring harness and the hose that goes from the oil control valve to the pencil tip. Now we have two bolts that go through the rear panel and the aluminum plate. Once we break those loose and take them completely out, we'll be able to lift everything out of here as one subassembly. After we remove the bolts, we'll tilt this forward just a little bit. We're going to lift it out and take it to the bench and show you how to drain the oil out of there. Now that we've located a jug to drain the oil into, we're going to show you how easy this really is. The first thing we're going to do is remove the cap from the oil tank. And I like to hold on underneath the pump motor. We're going to take a rag, lay it right on the side of the tank, and then just tip that into the funnel. Now, once all the oil is drained out of the tank, we then recommend that you flush the tank out with maybe some isopropyl alcohol, then put some new oil back in it, and flush out the lines of your lane machine. Now, before we reinstall the oil tank, this would be a good time to clean this area out in case we had any oil that got behind that plate or any dirt that may have built up. And we're going to simply place the plate back down in, and the holes will line up for the mounting bolts. We'll just go ahead and start one of those. From there, we can plug the wiring harness back in. We would now want to fill the oil tank back up, but we still want to flush any of the oil that might have been in the lines after we drain the tank out. So we're going to unplug the return line, and we're going to take a piece of hose out of the accessory kit and plug that right in the other end of that fitting. Then we can run that into a jug for waste or used oil by accessing the pump through the outputs. We would turn that output on and just let that pump run for about 4 or 5 minutes and recirculate all the old oil through the lines. After we flush the lines out, we would reattach the return line, and we're going to plug the line back into the oil control valve for the oil tip. I would replace the other bolt and then tighten down that hardware. And we can place our pencil tip inside of the head, and we are ready to oil.